Oh boy, here we go again, another GW Metawatch. Let's dive in and see what's changed, and Eldar is still number one. So first off, let's talk about the Goldilocks zone the GW likes to use as their metric for how well an army is doing, which is 45% to 55% win rate. But I feel like this also should include that army's tournament presence as a metric for balancing too. But honestly, these win rates only work this way because these armies up here easily beat these armies down here, and these armies down here all fight amongst each other to see who actually wins. Honestly, at this point, I just feel really bad for all the Dark Eldar players. Also, I don't remember where I saw it, but there's some really great breakdowns out there on what rounds certain armies lose at, and more often than not, the bottom tier armies usually lose in the first round. Now, I'm not going to make this video very long, hopefully, because I'm not a tournament player, nor am I an expert for every army. So let me know down in the comments below how you would fix your army if it's one of the underperforming factions, so I can learn more about other armies through osmosis of my computer screen. However, I can give my initial and relevant opinion on this Metawatch, along with some fixes for my underperforming army, because all of mine, except for Dark Angels, aren't doing too hot. So for initial reactions, honestly, I've been saying this since the beginning of 10th edition, but my god, Eldar really need to be hit with a nerf bat. I don't care if their win rate dropped below 60%, they should not be the number one army for almost 6 months. This just makes most tournaments boring because all you'll ever see at the top tables is just Eldar. Orcs and Votann, as much as I've complained about Votann in 9th, honestly, it's good to see that they have gone from the bottom tier army all the way up to top tier, since after playing against Ikbard with my Custodes right after the data slate changes, they seem a bit more balanced than they were in 9th edition and not overly as oppressive, like Eldar. Now, for Orcs, I can't really say much because I don't really play Orcs, but I can say that it's great that everyone's real favorite faction is top tier now. Now, a lot of the armies trailing the top 3 I'm pretty sure are here because I know shooting is the name of the game now, and so is shooting out devastating wounds. But now for the part I can easily talk about, the armies I play being bottom tier. Although Dark Angels are mid tier, so I honestly think the Codex will iron out some of those issues with special detachments. Now, I think we can all agree Custodes and Imperial Knights got absolutely shit on, and even GW agrees with this sentiment. Custodes can't use 10-man guard squads anymore, which gave us staying power, and our detachment rule is useless now, since everyone is shitting out devastating wounds and mortal wounds are rarer now. Honestly, I feel like lowering the points of Dreadnoughts and Bikes, along with fixing the Dreadnoughts movement profiles, would help significantly because, really, why did they bump them up in points for the first data slate when nobody uses them? Because right now, nobody really takes Dreadnoughts or Bikes due to the points efficiency, and most Custodes lists look the same now because of it. Honestly, it feels like staying power is one of our biggest issues since Warhammer is more objective based now. But also, fixing the detachment rule to actually work would help fix Custodes, if only a little bit. Now we have Knights, which are kind of gray area because we don't want them to be too oppressive. Eldar. My fixes for Knights would probably be some slight point reductions close to how they were at the start of 10th edition, along with giving the big boys Overwatch again, and maybe giving back the Advance and Charge bondsman ability. But since Knights are a very low model count army, it's fairly easy to get tabled before turn 3 now, when you only have 8 to 10 models, and balancing them is a nightmare because Knights are either a wet noodle or it's a seal clubbing army, except the seal club is a freight train. If you want to look at a much more in-detail breakdown that will actually tell you something unlike GW's Metawatch, you can check out this link down in the description. But I do know there's no such thing as perfectly balanced, as all things should be, with the rules frequently changing and someone finding a broken interaction within a day of those changes, since a lot of us know GW can't balance their way out of a cardboard box. Anyways, you know the basic YouTube shtick: like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. And remember, being poor is a choice. Okay, bye. Also, holy shit, the Calidus Grav Tank Annihilator went back in stock after keeping track for 119 days. Woohoo!